Have you ever felt it? You know, that quiet hum right underneath all the noise of modern life? It's this feeling that maybe you're running, endlessly, on a path you didn't really choose for yourself. Well, this is an exploration of a different way. You could almost call it a guide to freedom.
I mean, really think about that for a second. What if the very idea of success that you're chasing is actually a trap? What if the life you've been told you should want isn't the one that's going to set you free? It's so easy to just get caught in the current, you know? We spend our days just pulled along by this relentless stream of
notifications, just these little digital taps on the shoulder over and over and over again. And meetings about meetings. It's like this echo chamber of obligations that just never seems to end.
And of course, the endless scrolling, just searching for something, anything, that we never ever seem to find.
So this is what we're talking about, the modern autopilot. It's this really subtle system that just eats up our attention, our time, our energy, and it does it so well that we start to believe that this constant state of distraction is, well, that it's normal.
I mean, think about it. Does this sound familiar? From the second we wake up, our minds are just pulled outward. We're grabbing for our phones, absorbing other people's problems before we've even had a chance to just breathe. We feel every single moment of silence, almost like we're terrified of what questions might pop up if we don't. And you know, even our rest, our downtime, it's become another task, right? Another decision in this huge sea of options.
And we tell ourselves, well, this is just how it is. Everyone's doing it. But does that make the trap any less real? Because deep down, I think a part of us knows something is off. We feel this kind of strange emptiness, even when we have everything we're told should make us happy.
You know, what's amazing is that over 150 years ago, a man named Henry David Thoreau, he saw this exact same trap forming. And this was long before the technology we have today. He wasn't trying to escape life. He was more like a scientist, really. He was running an experiment on life itself.
He basically asked this really simple but totally revolutionary question. What if I just remove everything that's not essential? What is truly necessary for a good life? And so for 2 years, he went out and lived with almost nothing just to find the answer.
And what he found, it wasn't a life of deprivation. Not at all. It was a life of profound liberty. He uncovered a truth that really challenges the very foundation of our modern world. And it's this: the less you need, the freer you are.
So, we've all been taught that getting more stuff is a sign of progress, right? But what if that's backward? What if each and every object you add to your life, instead of freeing you, actually traps you just a little bit more?
This is where Thoreau offered a totally new way to measure value. He said the true cost of anything, it isn't what you pay in dollars, it's what you pay in life.
Let's just think about that. How many hours, how many days, weeks of your one and only life did you have to trade for that object you just bought? Is it actually worth it? It's kind of crazy, right? We work to pay for a home that we're barely even in because we're too busy working to pay for it. It's this perfect self-sustaining loop. And this is what leads to one of his most famous lines, this: quiet desperation. And where does it come from? Well, it comes from being trapped in routines we hate, fulfilling roles we never really chose for ourselves, and chasing goals that don't actually satisfy us. And we do it all because of this deep, deep fear of what other people will think. Okay, so this is where the whole thing pivots. This is where the shift happens. Because simplicity, it's not really about what you lose. It's about what you gain when you finally create some space. See, when you start to reduce all that external noise, you can finally hear yourself think again. You get the mental space to be creative. You get the emotional space to actually process how you feel. You get time back to do things you actually love. And maybe most importantly, you get the freedom to just be without that constant pressure to perform or produce.
You have to realize the definition of success that most of us carry around in our heads, it's not ours. It's a script written by other people. Real success? Well, that's having the courage to rewrite that script, to base it on your own deepest values. It's a quiet, internal kind of victory that, honestly, no one else even needs to know about.
Now, look, this isn't a call to go sell all your stuff and move to a cabin in the woods. Unless that's your thing. Really, it's just a gentle invitation. An invitation to just start questioning. To start a little quiet rebellion in your own life.
In this practice, it can start so small. Just question one thing you own. Ask yourself, does this actually serve me? Or cancel one subscription and reclaim a little piece of your financial and mental energy. Or maybe just reserve 15 minutes for silence. No phone, no podcast, just you, observing your own mind. These aren't just tasks to check off a list. They're ways to practice being present in your own life.
You know, when you finally discover what is enough for you, something almost magical happens. That constant anxiety of wanting more, it just kind of disappears. The envy of what other people have, it just dissolves. And in that space, that's where you find real freedom.
Because every second that passes, it's gone forever. This moment, right now, this is the only thing that's real. And the choice of how you want to honor it, well, that's yours, and yours alone.